the show. So today, I have a lot of panelists with me that will be bringing you a really nice discussion. So we have Coach Asante here. We have Kennedy Amivoche, that's aka 60 pounds. And we have Coach Abe, who is also the assistant coach for Calibi Volleyball Club. So these are some of the great panelists that we have here today. And hopefully today we'll go over a lot of things. We'll go over the matches that we've played over last weekend. Though we have some surprising match results that we'll go over it as we talk the show, because we have a shocking thing that happened over the weekend where Legon beat Ewak United. So these are some of the things that happened within the weekend that we'll talk about it. So we have a Nelson block. We also have the player performance, like the team performances that will also come. We have the new team that are also showing up, also making impact in the league. We also have the one venue format. This has been one challenges that we've been talking about several times, where we have things, all the things playing at one center. That was the promise that they've made to us. Greater Accra Volleyball has made to the whole volleyball community in Ghana that what hopefully this year all the matches will be playing at one venue. But as we start the league, things have been changed. So now we are going back to home and away. But we'll talk into details about that. We also have the latest transfer moves. We also have some players also moving and joining new club as the league starts. And then last on the board, we'll talk about the CAVB Zone 3 Club Championship that will be coming up hopefully in May. So these are the things that we'll talk about here. So we'll be with you shortly, and we'd like to have a short commercial break. We'll come back, we'll dive in sharp into the program. Welcome back, guys. Okay, so Coach Asante.
Yes.
I know over the weekend, that was last week, you were able to watch some of the matches that was played over the weekend, and we want to go a little bit about it. So we have Calibi. Calibi is one of the new teams that joined the Greater Accra Volleyball League for the 2025 season. And then we also have Castland. It's also a new team that joined the 2025 Greater Accra Volleyball League season. And they've played a match over the weekend. Hopefully we have the result in, and I would like Coach Ansati to really go into some of the things that happened and then some of the performances from both sides.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Let me start with the Calbi and Caslan.
Yeah.
You see, during the preseason, Calbi have the chance to receive some of the baptism of fire into the league from my own team. That is the Army. I think they are a sight to watch. And more to the point, I am playing them this weekend. That's tomorrow.
Very exciting game to watch.
Very, very exciting game to watch. Caslan, I've really not watched them playing. But if you really want to impress the Greater Accra League, then you have to sit up.
Yeah.
So I knew Calbi would win against Caslan, and it happened. Yeah. Then there's another team to watch. That's the UG.
Yeah.
University of Ghana. I think UG also pulled a surprise on Ewak Youth, who have been in the league. Ewak United. Yeah. Sorry. It was Ewak Youth that have been changed to Ewak United. Yeah. So Ewak United. It was a very interesting match. If you watch the score, set, 106 against 98. It was a fireworks. 2-1, 3-2 against Ewak United. I think for now, UG Calbi is shooting up to tell the league owners that they have come.
Yes.
They want to come and see and conquer. But they say the end justify the means.
Oh, yeah.
Then
we also have Fire Service and then
Fire Service, Osu.
Osu United.
Yeah. Osu has been a ton in Fire Service flesh. If you watch, I think the last 2 seasons, they were one of the teams to watch in the GAVA. Maybe they did not start well in this season, but I know Osu will come out strongly.
Oh yeah, I think looking at this match that they play against Fire Service, one thing I'm looking at, because like they have one of their main stars also moving to Ewak Wings. That's Eric Chachu. So having a big one of your star player moving to another side sometimes also affects the team in the long run. But I think we are just starting the league. We don't know the surprises that Osu United have. But I'm sure definitely they will it's up in a,
yeah. There's one of these which was Navy against TCL, and I think Navy were making all the noise to tell volleyball fans that they are really in to stay this season. I think they started making their own yobbies and other things, like you get a new girlfriend and you are corny. So we were watching at them to see whether they are really up to task when they were making those talks.
Those talks, yeah.
But at least they were able to run away with the maximum 3 points.
Yeah, so I think the total score was 3-1 against TCL.
3-1 against TCL.
Yeah, and then they have.
But if you really want to tell us you are in volleyball to stay, I think Navy will have gone with a 3 straight win against TCL. But for now, I don't know the kind of players TCL is having that pool Navy. Even if you check score 4, it's about 95 against 84. It means they gave Navy
a good game.
Yeah.
So and then we also have the matches that have been postponed, and hopefully let's talk a little bit about the women's. So Calicut women also won 3-0 against Kaslan women. The score against that score 75-0. And then we have 3-0 against Ewak United women. That's 78-72 because the score was really close to the ladies match. All the 2 sets, Ewak United ladies has really done well in terms of the score difference. Because all the sets 20, 23, 24, 25. I think the second set they really won it, but due to some slight mistakes they lost the set. So kudos to them and the great performances that they show against Eugene. I mean, the Osu United ladies won 3-2 against Fire Service women, and we also have Navy ladies won 3-0 against TCL women. So these are the match week results for the second week of the league. So next, I'd like to welcome 60 Pounds, because 60 Pounds has been one of the let's say top fan for Navy. As he has made promise, then he's hoping for the best for Navy to perform better. Looking to share an insight for what happened between their match against TCL. Yeah, I mean the guys, because if you want to start a league very well, I think you really have to make big impact so that the other teams like Army, Air Force, Police, Ewak Wings will be as good as him. He plays for Ewak Wings, but his main team is Ghana League. So I don't know if he then coach Eric then get something the way they don't want to tell us. So pass.
Over the weekends, I'm really nice about Navy team. Because ever since they came to play the Accra volleyball, their performance is yearly. Last season, they actually qualified for SDC that they couldn't watch, which the game didn't happen. But this season, more is expected from them because they have young blood and the kind of strength and durability that they are playing. I think the team should stand well. Khalidi Army. This week we are playing Air Force actually. Air Force, I'm sure when they are coming back, they will know it's play. We'll come and drop them with our shit. To what happened last weekend when we played this year, we are now testing the waters. Yes, Navy is my team.
Okay.
When we played this year, we are now testing the waters. Okay. So we are preparing for the top guns before we reach Army, Police, and Air Force. Then we've already prepared our boys for the battle. This season, from first to fourth, expect Navy to be there.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Kudos to the team rep for Ghana Navy. So, Sabi, I know you've been one of the main coaches because for the past years I know you've been in the volleyball for a very long time and you have a lot of experience in terms of coaching and then like the game overview and then the league overall. So starting this year, first it was rumors that we were hearing that you'll be joining Calibi. So I thought maybe these are just rumors, speculations. That's one good thing that happens in the game. But as the league starts, we've seen you with Calibi, and then officially, as we are here too, we see you in Calibi. So officially, yes, we see that you are moving with Calibi.
Laptop.
Calibi all the way. So I know you were there at the match center where the league matches have been played, and then some of the matches that have been played. And I'd like you to maybe what are your insight about it? And I mean the league matches for this last weekend.
All right, thank you. I first of all want to say a very good morning to the volleyball fraternity, to the executives of Greater Accra Volleyball Association, and then most especially to the leadership of Calibi Sporting Club, and then by extension to my head coach, Coach Raman Danladi of Calibi Volleyball team. I also want to say a very good morning to my co-panelists. Overhead, Coach Asante raising a serious concern on Calibi this weekend. We'll get there definitely. But then I want to say that this year's league, starting the league on last weekend, over the weekend.
Yeah, I think that was the second week.
Yes. I mean, brought us a different understanding to the league. When we had the score line from the other teams, we got to understand that no team will be a pushover for this year. And so those who claim that they are the owners of the league should get to understand that nobody owns any property as far as Ghana Volleyball and Greater Accra Volleyball is concerned. We are going to give them a run for their money. On Saturday, we saw a very beautiful game at Calibi Court Grounds at Kaopudi, where Calibi played Castland. For the ladies, or for the women version, our first game ended 25-2. The second game ended 25-8. And the third game ended 25-11. It wasn't as easy as everybody thought. But then it was a game we were poised for. Our men played a very beautiful game, with the first game ending 25-14, 25-8, and then 25-11 as well. Invariably, you get to understand that Castland is also not here to joke. If you underrate them, they will disgrace you. Yeah. Now, after that game, I got opportunity to monitor Elwak United as against UG. Yeah. For the ladies' game, you get to understand that it was just a tactical play that either coaches at a point in time lost that gave a certain win for whoever won. For Elwak U to lose 3-0 for the female game. Yeah. To lose 3-0 to UG, it was mind-blowing to everybody there. But when the game started, you could see how Elwak United carried the game. But then eventually, they lost. Then for the men, it was a toe-to-toe game.
Yeah.
It was whoever took his chances that won the game. At a point in time, you could see UG having a player called, I have known him to be Mr. Akoto.
Okay.
Because he used to play for Ghana Immigration Service, so I've been calling him Mr. Akoto. Apparently, he's a player who has always been on top.
Yeah.
But during the first 2 sets, he was not clicking. I don't know what the coach told him. I don't know exactly what happened in the course of the timeout. But during the third set, fourth set, fifth set, he was the player of the day. And so I think that going forward, every team meeting any team should be ready for a different flow as far as Greater Accra Volleyball is concerned.
Oh yeah, yes. And I think that's been one of the major league now, because most of the times in the league we have teams. Let's say, Arsenal. Maybe like I know I'm playing against this, and then I'll be like, oh, this team they are not a match for us. And then at the end of the result, you'll be surprised about the end result for the game. It has happened. We'll talk into details about that. So, looking at the overall performances for all the week 2 matches, which one do you think stand out best? I mean, the top club that performed best for the week 2 matches, which one do you think stand out best?
To give you the opportunity to choose, because I got the opportunity to watch the Kalibi Casland and then the UG versus United, I would want to say that the last game that we monitored, Elwak United as against UG,
Yes.
it was a very fearsome competition that both teams had. And it was all fireworks from all angles. And 3-2 was not an easy game to monitor. Yeah.
Okay. Coach, thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, now, next in line, we'll be talking about the one venue format. So we'd like to go on a quick short break, and then we'll be back, and then we'll kick start with that, because that has been a great topic that we need to discuss into this. So we'll be back shortly, and then we'll continue with that. Welcome back, guys. So next in line, we'll talk about the one venue format that have been changed now. So this this has been a major headache to all of us, because we're hoping that all the clubs will have, each and every week, we'll have all the clubs being centered at 2 venues or 1 venue, where we can have 2-2 actions from both sides. we'll have a lot of spectators because the main aim is we are trying to develop volleyball in Ghana, and then we also want a lot of people to get to know the game very, very well as compared to football. So the main idea and what we're hoping for is that as we will be playing at one center, we'll get to see these actions. Okay, because it's always lovely that you'll be playing a match, you have like 500 and then 1,000 players also watching the game, and also like have a lot of people cheering up for the various teams. Okay, but now that we are back to the old ways, I have the panelists here which would like to also throw more insight on it, because there are a lot of things that we need to discuss, and that there are a lot of concerns. Some of the things that we said was there was the cost, and then providing of water, canopies, chairs, other stuff. So these are a lot of issues that we are hearing from that. That has got a major cost to the one venue format. So I have here with my panelists who will show a lot of insight on that. So Kochi, I think in our first live we started a little discussion based on this one venue format, and we talked a lot about it. So now things are back to the old ways, and I don't know how it's going to improve the game, but me especially, I know it's like we move one step forward and then we are moving 2 steps backwards.
Even 3 steps or 4 steps backwards. Me for one, I disagree with the decision that it took for us to reverse back to the home and away playing system.
Yeah.
You see, you cannot run an association like that when the stakeholders and the association have sat to deliberate on issues, come back or come to a conclusion, consensus agreement that this is how we want to go with it, due to this and that. So clubs with service registration should be tagged or to pay more for a good run of a league. See, let me do a short analysis on this thing. Security services teams alone, we are 7 security service teams, and each security service team is paying 8,000 Ghana cedis.
Okay.
So I didn't do proper maths at school. I did mad maths. So with my mad maths, if you do calculation,
so
it's about 56,000 cedis.
So we have seven
security service clubs,
and each club is paying 8,000
cedis.
That will be 56,000.
56,000 Ghana cedis. We were here when we were running league with 20 something thousand cedis, but we were able to do the pack out venue, like the 2-3 teams at the particular venue. If you need sponsorship, if you need supporters, sponsorship goes with supporters.
Yes.
Because there's no corporate body anyone who will go there and they will tell you they want to know who are the people. Is volleyball patronized? Do they watch volleyball? If I have a business and I want to patronize it, how many viewers? Like Kwesie's work on the YouTube side. If Kwesie alone can have about 500 or 1,000 viewers during a particular match playing, don't we think that if we are having more one venue or 2 or 3 venue system that previously they wanted us to go through, don't you think we will have an additional viewers? Because Kwesie may be showing he can only go to maybe Labadi against Osu, but you will not have the privilege to go to Army against Air Force. Unless he choose to pick the top matches to go, which is wrong. Because a lot of things happen behind the scene at other venues. If we want to promote the game that we think we said we love the game, and we've given mantle to people to lead, to grow the game. I think they come back to home and away is not going to do any magic, because we've done this thing for years. Yes. We did it for years and it wasn't working. It's still not working, and it was still not. So what happened to the Botema issue? Yeah. See, we use the registration monies to pay referees. Yes. I have 3 matches at a venue. The 3 matches is going to be like 3 referees at all venues, which is 9 referees. If I want to do cut down costs, I can appoint 6 referees to handle those 3 matches at one venue. And it cut 3 referees costs out. I hope you understand what I mean. Yeah. So if you say because of water, or I don't know, I don't understand.
But in terms of water and then chairs and other stuff, why shouldn't I don't really understand how is it the association that will be providing those stuff, or the club?
They have to provide water. If we are doing a centralized venue, they have to provide water. You can't you can't put a group of people at a particular place without, you can't feed them. Yeah. So if you can't feed them, what of water? Even especially not the people who are the spectators. The spectators are always buying their water. Yeah. But the players.
Yeah. So because what I noticed is that even the home and away matches that even play, our teams, especially both home teams also provide the water for him or himself, like other teams if you go there. So for instance, why should the association even try to provide water? For instance, if you are talking about cost now, so let's say you are talking about cost for chairs and other stuff. When we go to their home matches, each individual team bring all of the stuff. My chair, I bring canopies. Let's say in an open place, maybe some of the things are fortunate to have like a centered place, like the way EWAC rings, and then Ghana Army. Yeah. It's like a more of a center. So we have some of these facilities already, and prisons already. Like all of these things are needed. So even if you are playing the matches at this venue, I don't think we need another money to go and bring chairs and other stuff. And moreover, if you're talking about cost, fine, we can still talk to the teams, let them know that we also want to play the league at one venue. We also want to cut our costs at the Greater Accra Volleyball Association. So the least we can do is that even though that we play home and away, why can't the teams that we are playing, everybody should bring maybe 2 or 3 water bottle for like that particular match that we'll be playing at. Maybe we are playing at Army. Everybody should provide or bring water. So the association knows that, okay, fine, I'm not catering for water. So at least that cost will not be in their budget. So the teams it's understanding. I believe that every club can also understand to that. So at the end of the day, we are having like understanding to the game, because we know we don't have. I know one thing that I can say, we don't have a major sponsor, and then it's true. The Greater Accra Volleyball doesn't have a major sponsor. I don't know if they have, but I've not seen any sponsorship from them. So if we can maybe improvise to that and also try to go in hand in hand, I think in the long run we can also help each other. Yes.
Yeah. You see, a lot of discussion went into it, to the raising of security service registration payment. Last year it was 2,000, which is 4,000 per security service club. Then we had 100% increment. 100% increment. So you can't just come and tell us that you will run at loss. I expect them to come out with a budget that it will incur for us when they run that group-centered venue matches. Yeah. Then they should come out with a budget that tells us that they will run a profit when they do the home and away base. So now, if you say you are going to run at loss at the centralized venue, what is the budget? How much the total budget of registration payment for all clubs? If 7 security service companies are paying 56,000 Ghana cedis, they are not the only clubs that are registering. The other clubs are also registering. So how much is the total amount of money for the registration? we are not paying executives, so that one is out.
We are paying.
We are paying those money for them to use to run the league.
Yeah.
And I think they are supposed to do our bid, not their personal gain.
Yeah. Yeah. So and then one thing that most of the time I hear is about the referees taking the major cost for the league. So, and I was like, fine. If referees, the least you can do is give us the budget for. Let everybody see.
Yeah,
so that we understand. We understand
Let us
things
understand
better.
whatever is happening there.
Yeah. So if we get to see the budgets, at least for the playing body will understand what this is what is actually on the ground, so that we will not have rumors and we will not have this back and forth. Because when you let us understand, we know. Oh, yeah, truly, this is what we are suffering from, and this is how, or maybe we'll try to find ways on how to also make improvisations.
There's one thing they are not telling us, and I think in every organization, if you don't let the people know the truth about what is happening, there will always be rumor mongering.
Yeah.
Last season, after payment of registration and other things, proper account details should be sent to all the clubs about your expenditure and whether profit or loss and what. Should be sent to all the clubs, because the clubs are the major stakeholders in the Greater Accra. Without the club, there will be no Greater Accra volleyball. Without the clubs, if there's no Ewa Queens, because Ewa Queens is not going to pay anything. If there's no Army is not paying anything. So since there's Army, there's Ewa Queens, don't just go and do a rough discussion at meeting and think that is all. It should be written. It should be properly given. If possible, they can even publish it in the media.
Oh, yes.
So that it will be a public domain document that if there's something that I don't understand, I get to the web or something, I can get everything.
Yes, I can be able to
spell out.
Yes.
There. Thank you.
Yeah. So, Sister Pounds and Coach Abi, I know you guys, we have a lot of discussion concerning this one venue format, which has been causing a lot of headache. By me, I think the Greater Accra Volleyball League giving us a budget for the year or each and every year, before and then after, will be of a great help. So that we all know, the playing body knows, so that this rumor and everything will be cancelled at once. Because if we all know, like the way the Ghana has brought up the budget already, so we all know that this is what is on the ground. We've seen what they'll be doing for the year, the plans for the year or the plans for the league. So we all know, because if we know all this, I don't think nobody will stand someplace and then say anything anyhow. I don't think these back and forth issues will be popping up.
Okay, so like I said earlier, there are a lot of things that I have my own personal issues with. But that notwithstanding, I think we are not here to discuss personal issues. We are here to discuss the welfare and the growth of volleyball, Greater Accra, and by extension, the entire nation, Ghana volleyball. I think that the leadership should come clean. I was so happy when my brother Asante raised some very salient points. Look, which institution, which organization start a whole year without a budget allocation? I don't know whether if somebody has any information on the budget allocation. As we speak, we don't even know the budget the association is running with. And so it is based on what that the association thinks that we plan something, we start something, and then you have not even gone halfway through the process. You have not even gone halfway through production. And then just after the first two games, the first one was suspended because we had an issue. The second one, just after playing the first match, out of nowhere, you zoom into a different plan. Who does that? Who does that? Because every team, every club, every institution has budgeted for the year. Now you are going to distort their budget. Asante was calling 8,000 Ghana cedis for the service teams. Yeah. First of all, I just want to have a certain clear understanding. In my own estimation, we have 6 service clubs. Yeah. Not 7.
I think
the service club.
Yes.
Yeah, so we have police,
army.
We have police,
yes.
men and women.
No.
No, just mention them.
We have the army.
We have
Air Force. We have Navy. We have police. We have fire. We have prison. We have immigration.
All right, 7. Fair enough. I mean, it's fine. So 7 clubs. These are institutions. When you put in a certain document that goes through the process and it's approved for you, going back for further money to be able to up whatever you are doing becomes very difficult. Yes. I can tell you for a fact, it is never done anywhere that I present a budget. Asante is here. Can Asante tell us that after presenting the budget for the year to his paymasters, his officers, whether he can on any day go to them again and say, give me extra money?
No.
Before the league started, 3 months, 2 months, 1 month to the league, what happened that we were not able to take a firm decision on what we are doing this year? That we started the league. Because look, let me tell you, decentralizing the league would have been good if we really had positioned ourselves for it to be very attractive for corporate Ghana to be on board to sponsor. We haven't. Look, it's not just about writing of letters to institutions. What type of proposal have we put together to be able to be very attractive to the sponsors out there? People want to invest their money somewhere. Yeah. What are you giving back to them? I hear we are playing league and teams are supposed to provide water. What happened to the water companies in Ghana? How are we able to attract them? And nobody would want to invest this money where there are no numbers. Yeah. So centralizing the league, even though from the beginning some of us didn't like it, it is the option to be able to pull the people there and then get corporate Ghana to be interested in it. Then proper publicity is looked at. Look, now we need to also consolidate our resources. Yeah. We don't have enough money. Even if we are to go by what Coach Asante mentioned, 50-something thousand. First of all, I want to find out, what do 50-something thousand do? Take the referees aside. We have not considered publicity. Yeah. Publicity, effective publicity alone will take that 50,000 Ghana cedis away. Oh, yeah. So, what is it that we are not doing right? That we think that even the small money coming to us is being squandered over water and then referees remuneration or transportation. Mm-hmm. After all, how much are we giving the referees? How much are we giving them? I don't know how much we are giving the referees, but we cannot give the referees per match 100 Ghana. We haven't. We won't. Because we don't have enough. And we can never get enough up until we position ourselves strategically. Why are the clubs getting sponsorship? Why is Elwa Queens getting sponsorship? What is it that they are doing right that they are getting the sponsorship? Ghana Army, last year, I witnessed a certain program they ran. And the program they ran was to get them to have an effective awards ceremony. That award ceremony was carried live on TV. It was carried live on TV for over 4 hours. TV station was on standstill just for award ceremony. We had sponsors coming on board for some of them to even be sponsoring with a sports watch. There's one here. That sports watch. You can count the number of disciplines that they gave the sports watch to. What did they do right? Was it that Ghana Army has something that somebody cannot have? Why can't we go to Ghana Army and learn from? What is it that we cannot do? And so the leadership of Greater Accra Volleyball Association should be able to position itself well. I don't support the idea of decentralizing the league because you're not going to get the numbers. And no corporate institution, if I had a company to invest into anything in Ghana, I will not come and say I'm seeing only players playing a game and then I would want to invest into it. On any day, I will come look out for the numbers. The telcos, once upon a time in school, the telcos will come and they will say that once I am able to get a certain number of people falling on the same line, on the same network, if, for instance, the three of us are being given the same SIM card, and then after calling ourselves for the first 1 minute or 5 minutes, it's going to be free. When we talk more than 5 minutes, we are going to pay a certain amount of money. Look at the number of volleyball fraternity we have. And getting everybody on volleyball to be on that network. Can you imagine what we'll be able to do? What are we not doing right? We hosted all African games here. We saw Belacqua coming on board to sponsor. Why didn't we take advantage of that? To be able to get them to sponsor. What happened to Guel Ghana? They sponsored all African games. What happened to all the corporate entities that came on board? What is making us not able to go get the people who are doing it? The association has a marketing team. Asante, you go for meetings. I hear you have formed a certain committees. The marketing team, how are they marketing Greater Accra volleyball? So that it can be attractive. Look, Chairman, people have money sitting somewhere. People want to invest their money. How are they going to invest their money if you don't give them what it takes to invest? So I feel that, halfway in the league, we have not even played the first half of the league. And then the decision taking is being reversed. Our association should come clean and let us know what is making them reverse it. If it is with the water and then the canopy alone that is taking their money, then it is a no-no. It's a no situation. My club, as at last Sunday, Calibias at last Sunday, tweeted, posted on Facebook, posted on social media, that Ghana Navy should go and tell Ghana Army that we are going to beat them at Navy in Tema. Just for us to hear on Tuesday that
you are coming to
we are supposed to play
at Calibi.
We have a media team, so our system had already posted. How do you want to get our fans to understand that the system has changed? It is not fair. Like I said, we spent money in posting.
Oh, yeah.
So I would want to suggest to the association, if there is something we can all come on board to do to help, to get it right, let us do so that it does not in any way have a negative impact on the league. The league is striving well, the league is moving, the league is coming on well. 60 pounds is here. I'll tell you, there are a lot of times when you are playing and others are watching, they learn from you.
Yeah.
They learn from you, seriously. And then it is also going to be an opportunity to control. Because if officials are misbehaving at match venues, it is what they like that they bring there.
Yeah.
But if you have one center that everybody is playing from, like we started our discussion with, we had 2 matches played on Calibi court. After Calibi and Caslan, I got opportunity to monitor UG and
Ewak United.
Ewak United. Now imagine, I'm playing at Calibi. Navy is playing at Tema. How do I finish at Kaukudi?
Go there and watch.
And travel to Navy to go and watch to support. Not because I just want to go and support a team, but also to support Ghana volleyball, to support Greater Accra volleyball. How on earth can we do this to ourselves? We are not football. One court can take all the games at any point in time. Let me even expand it a bit. What happened? Let's take it that 50-something thousand is being given to us. Could we have gone to the ministry to lobby to say that every weekend we're going to pay 500 Ghana cedis or 1,000 Ghana cedis for Baltimore Sports Complex? To have played all the matches there, we start at dawn or in the morning, end the games at 12 midnight. Could we have done that? You would have centered it there. Food vendors you would have created job opportunities for other people too. And so, for me, in my opinion, we need to, at a point in time, get our association to speak to us to open up. We understand things are not well, but come clean so that people who also have other means to support can also come to support. Okay. And then we can all together work for a common goal.
Okay, Coach. Thank you very much. Stephen, do you have something to like to throw on that?
Yes. I always talk about the venues. You know, some venues are not fit for league matches. When you take venues like Air Force, police, and immigration, I think the wings there control the game. And if you stand there to watch, in fact, you will not find the game attractive.
No, I beg to differ. I beg to differ. This one I beg to differ. I beg to differ because we are not playing in an indoor.
Yes.
We are playing outdoor. Outdoor comes with a certain time and season.
Yes.
And so whichever club. Look, I really thought you were going to talk about CCL.
Coach, when you take venues like Army and let's say Air Force to play match at 2 p.m., you find the game more interesting on Army venue than Air Force.
Similarly to Elwak, if you go to Elwak to play within a certain time frame, the wind will disturb you. Everywhere, Khalidi same.
So
everywhere.
I was saying that if we have one match center, for instance, Army, you know, it's an open place. Even when we are playing match over there or matches over there, you see that a lot of people come around, and we could have sell ourselves to the public. Yeah. Because there's somebody passing and somebody going, oh, please play Army. Then the person is there, watching the game to the end. And last season, there was a league match at Army versus Air Force. If you see the crowd, like, you marvel. But if you say, take that same game to, let's say,
Air Force Base. How many people can even go there?
How many people can
Because there are a lot of restrictions when you're even going there. You don't have to wear shorts. You have to wear.
Who will go there? And concerning the referees,
it's true.
I think when you play the match at one venue, it will cast down cost for the referees, because the number of referees that will be listening for a particular match will be what? Shortened. And this budget and stuff, last season we were making noise over it at the end of the season, because the stakeholder have to know how much is involved, how much it will cost us to play at Botima, and how much it will cost us to play at one match venue. Now, we are not even, we just play one match and everything has been reversed. Like, it doesn't speak well for us. For me, I don't like it. I don't like it.
Okay. So, this, I think, me especially, this issue is a big issue. Okay. And the best that we can do is we'll try and even contact the association to see if they can have one of their members to come to explain things to us. I think that would be a better option, because I think when we have an association member here, maybe executive association member can be able to explain details to us. This is the budget. This is and this and this and this. This is what we plan for. This and this and that and that. So all of us can have a better understanding about this, and then we can see the way forward. Because I believe if they want to do things their own, they also need the playing body to also support them, so that we can also, at the end of the day, we want the game to develop. That's all we want. We want things to become better. Rwanda is playing at one venue. Fine, maybe Rwanda has the other facilities, but it doesn't matter. But if Rwanda is even playing at the gym, and then we can also play at one venue, we are not playing at the gym, but we are playing at one center, we have a lot of crowd there. I will not be surprised that we have a lot of people watching. Because at the end of the day, where there are a lot of people at, everybody would like to know what at all is happening there. Curiosity. I will be curious to go and find out, what is happening, because I see a lot of people being centered around. Let me go and watch. So when a person goes there, we'll be like, it's volleyball. Let me watch. So at the end of the day, we'll try our best possible best, and hopefully we'll have one of the association members here to explain into details. But we are not stopping on this issue. We'd like to go on a short break, and we'll come back to talk into details about that, guys. So we'll be back shortly.
You see,
guys, welcome back again. So we are still, the major topic here is the one venue format that has been changed. That has been the headache for everything now. Because there's no way you have a better, or you can get sponsorship when your leagues are being played home and away. Because no company, no institution would like to invest in something that there's no crowd. At the end of the day, it's people that buy stuff. And it's people that move people to buy stuff. And then it's the crowd. That's like where you have people watching the game. That's what will make the game lovely. So we are back again on that, and we'll talk into deeper details on that, okay? And we have referees. At the end of the day, we have referees. So I don't know how much they pay a referee per team. It's not. I don't think it's salary that they give them. It's just a transportation that has been given to the referees for people to move them from their personal homes to the match venue. So this is a big issue that we've been facing for years and years and years. And then we are hoping that we get better solutions to that. So by doing that, we need everything to come clean. That's like we need to see the budget for the Ghana Volleyball Association, the Greater Accra Volleyball Association. We should give us the budget so that we're able to go via with the public, and then we see how best we can also understand it very well. Okay, so this is a big issue that we'll talk into details about that. Hopefully, I know next week we'll try our possible best and have one of the association members here to explain things to us into detail. Aside from that, too, we'll see how best we can find a better solution to the issue. So we are still on the one venue format.
So I think that there are some few issues we all have to get to understand. People ask questions because there are no answers.
Yes.
Yeah. If there are answers, nobody will just be asking questions. I know that leadership is watching. And so at any point in time, if they have any information to give, they should be able to bring it in. Because look, we are all doing this to be able to promote the game volleyball. Nobody is here to look down on anybody. Probably my style, Asante style, City Pound style is to criticize. Their style is to lead. But first of all, will our criticism change something? Yes. It brings an eye-opener for us to push a certain agenda. If we didn't love volleyball, we didn't leave whatever we are doing and come and sit here. And so nobody should misunderstand or misinterpret whatever we are doing here. Secondly, my other worry is that before the start of the league, maybe it can be a topic to discuss later, but if you look at the rules of the game they brought for Greater Accra Volleyball League this year,
bylaws.
We are supposed to pay player transfer fee. We are supposed to even pay some amount of money for loan.
Yeah.
We are supposed to do a lot of things as far as money is concerned. Now my question is, how does a league start without any team being given a common volleyball? Not even a single ball is donated. The same association will be paying monies to. How come not even a simple lineup sheet is given? To the extent that at the time the league ends, whoever wins the league, what is the person taking away? The only thing that one can boast of is that, maybe you can go and play club championship. Club championship? Do you know what goes into club championship? A lot of things are supposed to be done. He's managing a team. He's playing a team. He can manage a team tomorrow. I'm helping somebody to manage a team. Have a team I've played before. All of us here have played. And so my point is that what on earth will make us say that we are playing a league and there's nothing on it as the price tag? What is the price tag for the league? My brothers here, those online, if you know what the price tag is, let us know. So This one also goes back to leadership. They should be able to know what the price tag is. In football, in other disciplines, there are price tags. It's not just about playing. Now we are playing knockout. There will be other simple or easy, or small competitions being played somewhere. It's all going to go with money. What is the price tag for the league? You are paying 8,000, right? Immigration is paying 8,000. So 50-something thousand. What is the price tag in there? All this money is being taken care of, being used in taking care of referees. So they should be able to tell us something. And maybe if we have other means to support, we'll be able to do so.
Yeah. Okay. Can I come?
Yeah, so you can.
You see, maybe someone sitting somewhere watching me would think I am always hard or harsh. Because I cannot do it, that's why we choose people who can do it to go and do it. In an association which involve different clubs, there's what we call stakeholders consultation. Like, we will not come to where we've gotten to, because you need to tell the stakeholders your annual budget, how you're going to make or to meet that budget, how you're going to do, how you're going to allocate the funds to where you put in and out, where you get in and out. Everything needs to be spelled out. It is not an individual thing that we are doing. That's what we say association. Individual is not association. Because you need me, I need you. We come to agreement, let's do it this way. Like, I am using security service, for instance. I will continue to use it because security services were paying 4,000 Ghana cedis, and boom, 100% increment. How did it come up that way? Because we know we are not personally paying it from our personal pockets. It's coming from our institution. What can we do to support the civilian clubs? You see, we are always thinking about civilian club. The last season I raised an issue. If we want to sell our volleyball to the world, what must we do? One of the factors. We shouldn't always dwell on who can afford or who cannot afford. On registration, we've balanced it. It's okay. Now, people are also making suggestions that when we say we should go to Botema, we are thinking of the civilian clubs, how they will manage themselves and get there. So, if that is the case, then why don't we create another association scenario? Okay, you are playing division, like basketball, you are playing division, it's division 1 and premium. Okay, if you cannot afford, then you play division 1. But this year, we are going to Botema to showcase or sell out our volleyball or our product, which is the volleyball, to the world. Showcase the volleyball to the world. Cannot be done. See, we have materials that we need to sell them out. We have players to sell out. If we have players to sell out, we sent some videos concerning some of my players. I think I made this thing last when we had the last season. That we sent a video of some of my players. We wanted them to go and have experience, exposure outside there and come. When you send the video, they won't even comment. Because the supply comes. They won't even comment. But when we play, after the All African Games, when we're able to have some videos of some of my players, not even my players alone, some of the players, you could see the sale went up. After the All African Games, the sale went up. Beginning, we're having the likes of maybe Amano and maybe Amid once in a while. But after that, you saw some players went out there.
Yeah, the likes of Paul and
yes,
others.
a lot of players went out there, and most of them are still pending contracts because of those videos. So what is happening at Botema that we cannot use there? If you're a club and we are going to Botema, Osu or Labadi, oh okay, Army, please, we are going to Botema. Your bus, can we get patch up with your team to convey us to Botema? Or better still, can't we have? They say there's no sponsorship. Did they come out to tell us how they go and they were refused? Which company did they go to seek and they were refused? And which people went there and they were refused? Ayalolo Transport is government institution. How did we go there? Because we are thinking of civilians, how to convey the civilian teams to Botema to go and play. We could have used the advantage after the All-African game, like my brother said, go to Ayalolo, talk with them. The only thing we want from you to sponsor us is conveying our team every weekend to Botema and back. They can say, okay, then you pay for the seat. We have 20-seater bus. Apart from the 20-seater seated bus, about 20 people can still stand in. Yeah. You understand? Then we are making progress at that stage. See, Edem can organize a tournament from NASCO, from Yokohama, from Yokohama, Gildes and co-meaning. Fine. Did we go to them that, okay, since we are playing tournament once a while for you, that is a Greater Accra, we are starting our league, we need your support for paying our electricity bill or something at Botema. So maybe NASCO can say, okay, since we are using you to also project our products. Okay, Greater Accra, we can support you with ABR 50 liters of fuel or 5,000 cedis to support your electricity bill at Botema. What has Greater Accra done? Greater Accra has done something for NASCO because NASCO is going to banner the place. Those who sponsor will banner the place and in a cell form. Yeah. Not when we are playing NASCO, then they will come and put the sticker, something with a flag. Then after the NASCO tournament, NASCO publicity is there. By Botema, you can go there every day and still see those things. NASCO, yeah. I think on the side of sponsorship, that is one of the reasons they are reversing back to the
old ways,
the old fashion, outmoded fashion. Yes, I say outmoded because when we were playing, when Coach Yellow Dems were playing, when Coach Anye Dems were playing, when Paul Achu Dems were playing, Greater Accra, Stagger Dems, they were all playing home and away, and it didn't help us. So it's outmoded. We cry for a gym. We cry for a gym. Now the gym is there, so let's make use of it.
Okay, thank you very much, Coach.
I think we didn't take advantage of the All-African Games because a whole lot of sponsors came. We could have done follow-up. Oh, we are playing league with Greater Accra. I think we made mention of Lubas and Belacqua, then other companies, GMPC. When you go to Botema, for instance, GMPC is causing badminton. What is that association do?
On the gym of volleyball, where volleyball is also playing. The same. We are using the same gym.
The same gym that is built for volleyball. Badminton has taken advantage of it and they secured the sponsorship from GMPC. Volleyball is everything in life is a numbers game. Church needs numbers, volleyball needs numbers, everything needs numbers. So if you don't play at one venue, where are you going to get the numbers to sing for scholarship? I think the association can do better. They can do better. And they should have somebody that will come and explain things to us. If not, some of us, they still don't understand.
Okay, guys. So we still have a lot to talk about it, and then we'd like to go on a short break, and we'll be back very soon. When we're back, we have I think we have one of the association members that wanted to share some information to us regarding the budget and other stuff. So we'll be back very soon, and then we'll talk about that into details.
Ishmael, good afternoon.
Welcome back, guys. So as I said earlier on, the one venue format has been one of the main headache now for us, all the players, and then everybody, every club. we know there are a lot of things that come into preparation in terms of volleyball. Other teams like we have things from Tema, we have things from Kaswa, we also have things from other places, far places that also all of this will affect them. But in the long run, we also want something better. We also want something bigger. I know there are sacrifices that we have to make from both sides. Okay, so this one venue format being changed to home and away, fine. That was the old ways that volleyball have been played for a long time. But now things are changing. Okay, and then we are also trying our possible best so that the Greater Accra Volleyball Association can also have a main sponsor. So how can we get a main sponsor if leagues are also being played home and away? We can only do that when the league is being played at one center, one venue where we have a lot of crowd, we have a lot of people watching, where when we send videos or when they approach companies in other industries, we can be able to get at least, if it's small, it's better than we not having anything. So we have here the secretary, the treasurer for the Greater Accra Volleyball Association, Mr. Eden Divine, who want to throw an insight to the topic that we are talking about, brief up a little bit about the budget, and then from that to also, hopefully next week we'll try our possible best to bring one of their members here to also explain to details. We also have questions to ask them, what goes into preparing the budget, and then other factors. Okay, so we'll listen to the audio that he shared with us so that everybody get to understand some of the things that are involved.
Ishmael, good afternoon. Yeah, I hope you are doing well. Good afternoon to your panels too. I want to come in small concerning about the budget of the association. It's me, Adam, the treasurer. I want you to, let's take it one by one. When I was listening to my own brother, Asante, concerning about the budget, they don't know anything about the budget. Then I will say one, it's rather unfortunate. Asante have a rep, what's the name? Kalibi have a rep. And all that I'm saying, they are aware. So if they come to a meeting and they've not get back to their team managers and their coaches to inform them whatever we discussed, then it's rather unfortunate. What am I trying to say? Yes, we plan that we are going to play home and away, and we have planned that we are going to play one center, and we made a budget. And even if you look at it, this year we increased the personnel their money to 7,200, and the civilians are now paying 1,005. Now, looking at it, when you add all the seven personnel security service, is about 50,000 Ghana cedi. When you add the security service, the civilians is about 13,000. When you add those money to it, it's about 63,000 Ghana cedi. Are you getting me? Now let's forget about that one. When we did the calculation, the canopy, the water, the chairs in 3 centers or even 2 centers a day, we are paying more than what? 3,000 Ghana cedi. Now when we compare at the end of the year, let's say knockout, without the knockout or without even the champions, the referees, their money, everything, it costs about 79,000 plus, almost 80,000 Ghana cedi. Are you getting me? So when we look at it, we see, so no, one center is very good. We don't have a sponsorship. As we are talking to you, before the year started, we have written to a lot of companies. The association have written to a lot of companies that we are seeking for sponsorship. Up to now, we have not received one cent from any of them. We are doing the follow-up. But still we have not gotten anything yet. So this money that we are using now, it depends on the what's the name, our registration fee, the affiliation fee that we are paid. So we are not getting any money from anywhere. So we decided that as an executive, and we also came into the executive technical meeting and told them that based on this, we are going to play home and away basis. So if today the 2 panels are saying that they don't know anything about it, then I'm sure maybe the people they are sending to the meeting, they are not telling them the truth. They are not telling them what they are supposed to do. That is one. Now, when it comes to the sponsorship, yes, we are doing our best as an association. We have written to most of the companies that we know that they can help us. But unfortunately, we have not heard from them. That doesn't mean that we cannot run the association. Are you getting me? So we are on it. So please, I just want to clarify this side. Looking at the budget that we did, the money that we thought that we have increased our personnel, their money that it will help. No knowing when you look at the whole budget, it's even we lost into loss. Are you getting me? So it's 63,000 Ghana cedi. Then we are going at the end of the we are spending 79,000 Ghana cedi. You can just look at the difference. Are you getting me? So please, this is some of the clarification that I want to also come across. Thank you. Ishmael, good afternoon. Yeah, I hope you are doing well. Good afternoon to your panels too. I want to come in small concerning about the budget of the association. It's me, Adam, the treasurer. I want you to let's take it one by one. When I was listening to my own brother, Asante, concerning about the budget, they don't know anything about the budget. Then I will say one, it's rather unfortunate. Asante have a rep. What's the name? Kalibi have a rep, and all that I'm saying they are aware. So if they come to a meeting and they've not get back to their team managers and their coaches to inform them whatever we discussed, that then rather unfortunate. What am I trying to say? Yes, we plan that we are going to play home and away, and we have planned that we are going to play one center, and we made a budget. And even if you look at it, this year we increased the personnel their money to 7,200, and the civilians are now paying 1,005. Now, looking at it, when you add all the seven personnel security service, is about 50,000 Ghana cedi. When you add the security service, the civilians, is about 13,000. When you add those money to it, it's about 63,000 Ghana cedi. Are you getting me? Now, let's forget about that one. When we did the calculation, the canopy, the water, the chairs in 3 centers or even 2 centers a day, we are paying more than what? 3,000 Ghana cedi. Now, when we compare at the end of the year, let's say knockout, without the knockout or without even the champion of champions, the referees, their money, everything, it costs about 79,000 plus almost 80,000 Ghana cedi. Are you getting me? So when we look at it, we see so no, one center is very good. We don't have a sponsorship. As we are talking to you before the year started, we have written to a lot of companies. The association have written to a lot of companies that we are seeking for sponsorship. Up to now, we have not received one cent from any of them. We are doing the follow-up. But still we have not gotten anything yet. So this money that we are using now, it depends on the what's the name, our registration fee, the affiliation fee that we are paid. So we are not getting any money from anywhere. So we decided that as an executive, and we also came into the executive technical meeting and told them that based on this, we are going to play home and away basis. So if today the two panels are saying that they don't know anything about it, then I'm sure maybe the people they are sending to the meeting, they are not telling them the truth. They are not telling them what they are supposed to do. That is one. Now, when it comes to the sponsorship, yes, we are doing our best as an association. We have written to most of the companies that we know that they can help us. But unfortunately, we have not heard from them. That doesn't mean that we cannot run the association. Are you getting me? So we are on it. So please, I just want to clarify this side. Looking at the budget that we did, the money that we thought that we have increased our personnel, their money that it will help. No knowing when you look at the whole budget, it's even we lost into loss. Are you getting me? So it's 63,000 Ghana cedi. Then we are going at the end of the we are spending 79,000 Ghana cedi. You can just look at the difference. Are you getting me? So please, this is some of the clarification that I want to also come across. Thank you. Ishmael, good afternoon.
Okay, welcome guys. Welcome back. Welcome back. I know we are back again. I think we've all listened to the audio that the secretary, the treasurer of the Greater Accra Volleyball Association has shared with us. I think he has talked about into details about how the budget and then like what caused or what was the main reasons why the one venue format has been changed, the ins and the out. Okay, so I don't think this issue has to maybe we'll stop talking about it now because this is a short audio. So if possibly, we are still working, we'll still work on it, and hopefully to see if we can have one of them coming on the show, hopefully next week there, so we can have like a long length discussion into this, and then we'll see how best we all move things together, and then find a better solutions to this. Okay. So coming back to the panelists, I know everybody has something to say about this, so I'd like them to also throw more light on this, and then we'll see how possibly best we can come to a good understanding about everything that the Greater Accra Volleyball Association is bringing on board.
I think that our brother Adam, he has done a very good PR job. If I say a very good PR job because he has decided to take up a certain responsibility and he has given out a certain information. But I just want to place on records and make a certain categorical statement on what he said that I just want to correct. He said that two of us, being Asante and myself, if this is how we are going to say it, it then means that those we send to the association meeting do not bring us the right information as supposed to be. We want to state, I want to state that everything discussed there is brought back to us as far as information is concerned.
Okay.
The point we are making is that we started the league just 2 weeks into the league. From nowhere, the system we are playing has changed. And that is what we are calling for as stakeholders. Did we give ourselves ample time to know what is going to go into it? Or we just took that decision because we felt that it was not going to help us? Now he goes further to break down what it is about as far as the expenditure is concerned. Look, we have played Greater Accra Volleyball League for a very long time. It has been there for a very long time. We are here. We see Greater Accra Volleyball League being publicized on YouTube, Facebook, wherever. Just last week, there were matches being played. It was aired by QwesieTV. I want to find out, does the budget that being used for the Greater Accra League, do we have a component put into volleyball publicity and media? This is what I'm asking you. This is your show. Is that something being given to you by Greater Accra?
No, please.
You Greater Accra is not giving you anything. And the gentleman is sacrificing his own resources in promoting the game. Are we saying that decentralizing the game is rather going to help him? How is he going to transport himself from one venue to the other to promote the same game? We are all saying it is not running effectively. And this is what we are talking about. Like I said from the beginning, nobody has any malicious reason for coming to sit here to speak to issues. We want the promotion of volleyball to go high. And that is why we are all, at one point in time, making statements to that effect. Brother Adam, you are my brother. I mean, we have a long discussions anytime we talk. I just want you to understand, we are not here to have any issues with anybody. We just want you to understand that we want to help. And by helping is that let us all come to a round table. It would have been good. Nobody does a budget for the year and you have not even met half year and you are changing your budget. The finance minister will go back to parliament to go and do budget review mid-year. We have not even played 6, 7, 8, 10 matches to know how it's going to go like. And then out of nowhere, the system changes. So it's the system that has changed that we are questioning, not information from the meeting. I mean, I've attended a meeting before. There are times you go to the meeting and what you get is information, not a discussion to take a firm decision. So if it is for us to discuss and take firm decisions, then we cannot just do it one day and close it. Let us go back to the level where we have a meeting or a roundtable discussion to know what and what will go into it properly, just as it was done before, to get the Greater Accra Volleyball League to be played at one center. Let us go back to that level, sit, now discuss thoroughly. Probably a team like Army, if it is being played at their place and they say that they can sponsor water the whole day, who knows? Who knows? Maybe our Queens can do say. Last week Saturday at Calibi, we hosted 4 matches. 4 matches. Yeah. The female game against Calibi and then Castland. We provided water from Calibi. Male Calibi and Castland. Wings, United, Work United versus Legon. And then that Calibi provided the water. The actually should come and tell us whether they paid for the water. We paid for it on Tuesday. And so there is no way somebody can tell me that it can't be done.
Okay. So this issue is a lot. And then as of now, I like how, or I love how things are being clarified for us to know. But bit by bit, we are making ways, and then we are still on this issue. We are not done yet. Definitely, we'll get into the deeper understanding into this on how this will become better. The league will become better for us and everyone. Okay.
Can I also add?
Yeah. If you have something,
my brother just said. You see, we are not calling for anybody's head. You see, beginning of the league, what I was saying, we could have called for, after we made our budget, we could have called for stakeholders, consult them, and know the way forward. So at what point did they fix the matches on the one venue? If they don't have the means, if they knew very well that the money after registration, the money will not be up to, then how did they come or arrive at fixing those matches? They have to come out clear. I am happy Treasure came out with 1 or 2. It means they knew how much it was going to cost us to run the league. So why didn't they inform various clubs about it? Now, if we are being told that our reps come for meeting, it was a verbal meeting. The association, after the meeting on this particular discussion, did they send letters or send the budget to the various clubs? It should be in a written form.
No, my brother, please. Even this one, let me just interject you a bit. The point here is that it was a meeting to discuss an issue. Yeah. Now, it is incumbent on those who have come to the meeting, the chairman and the executives of the meeting, to have allowed the people to go back and have a discussion with their various clubs and their various leadership to come back to take a decision. You don't have a meeting and outright that decision is taken and it's supposed to be final. The next day we are seeing a chat to play the next league match, and then everything has changed. It is never fair. I mean, my brother, you can continue.
So, like I was saying, if they take decisions at that level, the reps there cannot stand on their own. Especially, I don't want to go by the civilian side, like the service team. He was sent there by somebody, and whatever decision that is made there, you have to come and report it back. Then how do they get the fee? These are major issues on budget. Budget issues are major issues. You see, I have paid money. My outfit have paid money into the league to be run. Then a program was brought out. So we've given our program to our administration, and how we manage and get to match venues is going to base on the program that the association gave us to start with. Now, if I am to go back to the home and away, maybe I was supposed to play what do you call my next match at Tema. Then the next 2 match, because the volleyball is not the only sport that my administration is running.
Yes.
We are into soccer. We have about 30-something disciplines that Army runs. Athletics, badminton, table tennis, boxing. You see, logistical constraint, like vehicle. Now, I can tell you for sure that even we are still deliberating on how we are going to convey ourselves to Kaslan. Not even Temon, Kaslan. Because Kalibi at Kaukudi, because they started it because our female the premier team Army ladies are also traveling to Cape Coast with bus. Our handball team is going to where? Our one team is going to where? Our athletics team is going to Kumasi. You can imagine that. So you do a program, then all of a sudden you change the program. A whole year program has been changed within a twinkling of an eye. Like you go there for a meeting, 4 o'clock to maybe 6 o'clock, then you take a decision to change the whole thing. And you expect us to take it like it is normal because, I don't know. Like I was saying, stakeholders consultation. How did they consult the various clubs? Leaders of the club. The meeting is a rep, not the leaders. After your budget, did you send your budget to the various clubs for them to see where they can help? Nothing of that sort. So, I think like you said, you need to have a detail, like a person from the association to be here and give us a detail on how they go about the whole thing beginning. We heard they say there's no sponsorship. We need to know when did they go there. They say they wrote to them. They wrote to them. I can tell you for a fact, if Edem solely can have a sponsorship to support like NASCO, like Yokohama, like Wan, Kora and Co. I know Edem is the one. Fantastic guy. He's doing a marvelous job. I know he's the one brain behind all those tournaments. But we cannot be told that the whole association that is having, that the tournament comes in for us to play, is saying they've written to those people and nothing here. How did they do it? Sometimes, we should be open. Sometimes we have to be open. If we want it to get right, we should be open. Let's come out with truth. With those things, we can have the responsibility without letting the how. That is why I say, how did they go? To say how? Did they go through who and how? Because who and how, you cannot sit here and say, me, I can't wake up straight that I'm going to Bank of Ghana to sit for sponsorship for Army team. So how? To pass through someone. You understand? So let's have, if it is possible that NMSF can make it, or the association to select somebody or their PRO to come and also make us know, then they should write in a written form to the various clubs the reason for changing it to this and that. If you say the reps will not come and go to Army headquarters to go and tell Army commander that we went to a meeting. They say we have reversed it to home and away, so we have started it this week. It's not possible. It means you did not seek for the consultation you are looking for. Then my brother raised a very laudable issue here concerning media publicity of this, whether their situation is making a contribution in whatever the media teams are doing to support promoting the volleyball. And the answer was no. It means we have to give thanks to God for giving us such a person who is using his personal resources to promote volleyball. QwesieTV, God bless you for your hard work. Thank you.
Okay.
I think concerning this, decentralizing the match centers to women away schedules, has the association done their calculation work beginning from the season? They know that, okay, if you play women away, it's better than play the match at one venue. Since when have they realized it? Secondly, concerning sponsorship, I always say sponsorship is not only about money or it's not only about money. Sometimes you can write to this water company. Let me take Army for instance, military. The military has so many things within them. And they have water companies. Yeah. So writing to them to provide water for you, really match venue will not be a problem for them. Yeah. The water will come, they will provide it. It's about passing through someone, knowing someone that is connected to that place. Yeah. That's all, we'll get it. But if we want them to give us money, I don't think we are seek sponsorship in our volleyball league. We will not get it. And sponsorship has to be sent years or let's say in advance before the corporate can also do their calculation and put you. So that's what I have to say. That's what I have to say.
Okay. Okay. So guys, this is a lot, and then we know more will come from it. Okay. And I love one thing that what Sister Pounds said about sponsorship. Okay, because I think in all for all of us, when we talk about sponsorship, like most of the time, our mindset is basically more about money. Sometimes this, in terms of water, in terms of maybe you have people that manufacture chairs, that have canopies and other stuff. But these are some of the things that are taking up the money for the Greater Accra Volleyball Association. That's like these are the costs. Because each and every time they are going to be, you have to rent chairs, you have to get water, you have to pay for this. But if we have sponsorship, I'll tell you, we try to seek sponsorship for these small things. It can cut a little bit of cost from that, and then that extra money too can also be used very, very well for other things. Okay. So I know this is a lot, and then we still have a lot to talk about regarding this topic. But we are not cutting.
Concerning restructuring the league, yeah. I think at the end of last season, I spoke to Coach Yellow about it. That it's not compulsory for us to play a whole year league. We can restructure the league. If it is 4 months, we play the league in 4 months. But we have other major tournaments within the league that will expand the calendar. Yeah. So if we don't have money and we still want to play all-round league, I don't think it will make the league very effective. Yeah. But if we have quality over quantity, it will be the best. Because in quality, the referees will be less. Yeah. The durations will be less. Because if I can play, one team can play like 7 or 8 matches in a year, or let's say 10 matches, and it has been restructured, and they are playing like 4. Not thinking it will cut down cost. We spoke to Coach Yellow about it. He said it's a lot about there. We spoke to Mr. Sabu. We also agreed, but at the end, our voice didn't go anywhere, and we are still where we are.
Yeah, I think what you said makes perfect sense. Okay, because we are spending almost like 9 to 10 months playing a league, which is taking up all the money that the clubs have registered for the league to be. It's taking up all of that money. So the best thing, we can have a league played in maybe 3 months or 4 months. At the end of the day, it's cost that we are cutting down. When we have the league play, aside from that, we have other tournament that we play. We have knockout, we have champions of champions, we have the President Cup. We also have other external tournaments. We have Super Volleyball Championship. We also have, so this tournament will also,
we have national league.
we have national league. So with all this, it will be like at the end of the year, we have a lot of tournaments being played. Okay. So if we can have the league being shortened at least to 4 months or 3 months, it will help a lot because the association can be able to cut down costs, and then all of these issues that we are talking about or we are facing can be well addressed. And we can be able to also play the league ball at the Boteman gym there, that we have the facilities being built for us to be used. So I think considering these things can be one of these big things that the association can also look into it. Okay, so we hope that our things can be well addressed, and then we'll see how best we can move forward from that. And then, so the next in line is we have this week match schedules that will be played, the week 3 match fixtures that we'll talk into details, and we have some major league matches for the weekend. Okay, so we have Ghana Police, who will be playing the Elwak United. The match will be played at Police Depot, Tesano, early in the morning. We also have Calibi playing Ghana Army. So we'll come back to talk about that match. We also have UG playing Lapaniers. And then on Sunday 15, we have Ghana Navy playing Ghana Air Force. That's another tough match that will be played. This match will be played at Tema Newtown. We also have Elwak Queens Volleyball Club playing Osu. We also have Fire Service playing TCL. But there's one concern that I still want to understand regarding Ghana prisons. I still don't understand why we are in the third week of the Greater Accra Volleyball League, and then they are still not playing matches.
I think they haven't released their players.
No. For us.
Yeah.
What about communication that has gone on between Ghana Prison Service and the association? It's best known by the association.
Yeah.
So, in as much as like the way they were able to provide this particular information, like we are saying, there's no a lot of we don't have a lot of flow of information.
Yeah.
That's why we're asking questions. That's a very good question for them to answer. Why is Ghana Prison Service not playing? From the first day of league match, we were told that the league match is not be able to come on because of something that happened.
Yeah.
And unforeseen tragedy that we all don't wish it happens, but it did happen. And then Ghana Prison Service made us know exactly what happened. But then afterwards, if there had been any further communication, then the association should be able to tell us. So, my brother, whether they be released or not, that one has nothing to do with us here. We need information. So they should be able to give us information.
Okay, so let's come back to the week 3 fixtures. So we have Ghana Police playing Elwak United. I know those will be the first match for Ghana Police because I think they've postponed 2 of their matches. Yes, I think the week 1 they have to play Elwak Wings, and then it has been postponed due to their players also being not released early. So we also have, so this match is one of the matches that I personally and then we also like to watch some of these matches. And then we also have Calibi playing Ghana Army. I know Calibi has, this year alone, Calibi has played Army very well. I think they played 2 times, and then they are still meeting. We'll be meeting in the league. I think it will be one of the exciting matches to watch for the weekend side. So, and things being nice, we also have the assistant coach for Calibi, and we also have the head coach of Ghana Army here. So I'm sure probably they will give us a good banter before the league matches that we'll play hopefully tomorrow. So Coach Asante, I'm not skipping
police.
I'm not speaking police and then Elwak United, but as we have the reps here, I would like for them to throw a little bit light on what to expect hopefully tomorrow from them. I think
Elwak Police and Elwak Youth.
Yeah.
Since Elwak United,
Yeah.
Elwak United has tested their first defeat,
Yeah.
a narrow defeat. So I think it's not going to be a walkover match for Ghana Police on Saturday at the police depot.
Yeah.
Then coming back to the, let me say, match of the week, which is Calibi against the Ghana Army.
Yes. And then
myself against coach laptop. Laptop coach.
Yes.
Technology
coach. You see, there's something we call agroniform. We, as the Army team, has prepared very well. We played them, I think, home and away.
Yeah.
That's back and front. Then first we played in our home. We lost the ladies. They won the ladies side. Then we won the men's side. Then we changed them to their house because you can't come and disgrace us. So we changed them to their house. Then the ladies went and pulled out surprise on them, but the men still remain the same. So I believe it's not going to be a walkover match. It's one of the toughest matches within the season.
Yeah.
So I won't be sitting here to say Calabi is not going to be a match for us. We've mashed up our strategy due to the two matches we play, or concerning the two matches we play with them.
Yeah.
It's going to be a tough match, especially the ladies' side. But there will be no complacency with the men's side as well.
Yeah.
Calabi is a side to watch for this season, but it's definitely not going to be with the Army. Because there's a saying, the Army is big.
Oh my God.
So we will swallow them. That's why I was telling him to invite even President Trump to come, so that when we hear big names like that, it disturbs my players. He said, kill the man and cut the head. It's definitely going to be they kill the men and women and cut their head on Saturday. So it's a match to be watched. He entreats volleyball fans to come and see. Those who have not seen Calabi playing or Army playing this season should use this opportunity Saturday. Even if you go for a funeral, it's in the morning, so you can pass by, watch some, and continue. To your funeral. Then the La Paniers against the...
Yeah, I would like Kochi to also...
Anyway, so thank you. I think that for Elwak United against Police, I would want to say it's a match to watch. I mean, nobody would want to be hurt twice in life. And looking at what we saw on Saturday, I think that Elwak United have gone back to do their homework well, to prepare and plan for Police. Police should not see them as, because they are called Elwak United, they are the second team of Elwak Wings, so they would want to put on their arms. No, they create that system, not to, because if they play, they will be taken by surprise from Elwak United. Yeah. For the women, Elwak United women against Police, it's a game I wish I could watch. But I mean, looking at the table or the fixtures, you realize that they are playing at the same time we are playing. Yeah. And so it will be very difficult for us to monitor that match. But then, I will not be surprised if the game ends 3-1 or 3-2 in favor of whichever team, for the ladies' team. And for the men's team, I expect a surprise from Elwak United. Looking at what we saw last week, I don't foresee a 3-0 game between Police and Elwak United. Okay. For the men too. Now for Ami, I love my brother when he said that the Army is big, and so they will kill and then cut off the head. I mean, everybody knows the Army is big, but the Army is big because they are big.
Yeah.
Calibi is here to conquer in all directions. And so your bigness does not defeat the purpose of conquering. I mean, we know we are a new team, we are the underdogs, yes. And so we give them that respect. They are the favorites. We love them. We appreciate that they are senior men. We are coming to play volleyball. Everybody's anger will be on the round rubber ball. And that is where the concentration will be.
Yeah.
They say Karifi or Agro anything
From
NFL. We are not here to say that we are going to beat Army. Army says they are going to beat us. But macho beto I want them boy.
yeah.
So they are the macho men, we understand. I mean, Ghana Army is a top team. If you want to rate the first 3 teams in Greater Accra Volleyball Association, even in Ghana, Ghana Army can be called one. If you want to pick player by player, we cannot on any day compare player by player, whether men or women. But they should watch out for a very, very fearsome competition. And if they play, they will enjoy volleyball from the other side that they have never seen before. Calibi is here to do what? To conquer and conquer and conquer in all directions. Yeah.
I think on paper, Army have an upper hand because Army have been dominating this league for a longer time. Calibi is a new team that has come. If Army beat Calibi, it will not be news.
Yeah.
But if Calibi beat Army,
Big news.
it's a very big news. Maybe we need telecast it here on QwesieTV on Monday night show. So it's a game of chance. If both teams put their strategies together, I think it will be a nice game to watch.
You see, fortunately for us, Army has a national coach. I mean, the 2 coaches Army have, both George and Asante, are all national coaches. And we respect them for that. But you see, they are assistant coaches for the national team. And then Calibi has the #1 national coach. Nobody can ever be better than the master. The master always has something hidden somewhere that will never teach the boy. Because if he teaches the boy everything today, what will he teach the boy tomorrow?
Okay.
Fantastic.
Okay. So and we also have Eugene and then Lapaniers.
Yeah, but so I think that for that game, Eugene and
Lapaniers.
La,
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to say it's going to be a run over game or a push over game.
Yeah.
La, for some time now, has not come as a very, very big favorite. But they have some few young people there that if you joke with them, they will joke with you.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
They have about 2 or 3 boys who on a very good day can worry. And so UG should watch out. That game is also going to be a hot game.
Yeah.
UG should watch out for La. I don't expect a 3-0 from that game.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because I think over the weekend they play against Fire Service.
Okay.
I think they'll score what? Is it 3-2 or 3-2? 3-2, right? So
Yes.
you can equally see that
Yes,
La
yes.
has really
An
eased
equal
up.
strength game.
Yes.
So
Yeah. And then on Sunday matches we have Ghana Navy playing Ghana Air Force. 60. Your team is playing. Yeah.
I actually threw a challenge to the Air Force team that the ship is too big. We can accommodate them in any department that they want. You know, this year Navy is not here to joke. Navy is not here to joke at all. So they should stand firm list before.
in terms of, let's say, record or back-to-back record, I think Navy has been a team that has been like anytime they play Ghana Air Force, it's a match that things turn around.
Yes.
Things always like, and then you can see maybe, I don't know, but it seems like every team like has a way of dealing with another team, especially okay, like how Wings have been a thorn in the flesh for Army. Always, it has always been there. Anywhere, any day we play them, you when you see it, it's different. The same thing applies to Navy when they are playing Air Force.
Yes, you know, it's a battle of supremacy among the armed forces.
Yeah.
Navy, Army, and Air
Air
Force.
Force.
They are all fighting for supremacy. So I won't see now for you to come and override me in my home. I have to put myself together and host you all.
Yeah. And then I think Navy too has really they've improved their squad. I think they have a lot of new players joining their squad. We also have a player from IPC, the middle player. I forgot the guy's name. Atta joining Ghana Navy. So I'm sure they've really boosted their squad for this season. And
so
then,
on the Navy Air Force game,
yeah.
Air Force will have to play beyond the ordinary.
Yes.
To have a free day with Navy, both men and women. The reason being that Calibi got the opportunity to play Air Force men and women during the preseason preparation. And we got to know that Air Force is still keeping the standard high.
No.
But you see, it is good to know before you go than you don't know and you go there.
Yeah.
The Navy we saw last year, speaking to Coach Amu Eric,
Yeah.
tells me that it is not going to be everything about say anymore.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And so Navy has been the third force to reckon with when it comes to the armed forces for some years now. When the likes of Echo, Seshi, and Abu and others, Rundown and others went off. So Navy has, in a way, dropped down for a bit. But I'm telling you, the Navy have known in the years gone by and what they intend to do this year. I will not be surprised if in Tema on Sunday, they give Air Force the run for their money. And I know this lady is bent on fighting very hard. Your Southpaw player, the lefty, Mary, she's bent on fighting. And so Air Force should watch out. Air Force should watch out.
So what would be your score? Your score for?
So for the women, I can go for. So looking at Air Force women, with is she called Sandra or whatever her name is? Esther. Looking at Esther and some few others, I can say that maybe for the women, Air Force can play 3-1 against Navy, but for the men, I will not be surprised if the game ends 3-2 in favor of Ghana Navy.
Okay, and then we have Ewak Wings and then again Osu.
Ewak Wings Osu.
Yeah.
It's going to be a game that will be like brothers. Because currently, one of the top players from Ewak, from Osu Youth has moved to Ewak Wings.
Yes.
And that's Chachu.
Yes.
And I know Chachu, anytime he plays against his former club, he will want to show a certain supremacy and tell you that, I mean, I left your team because I am a better player. But the Osu, I know, from the likes of Andy Swanika, Roland, Opo, and others till now, Osu has never, Charles Coleman and others, Prince Dodo and others, Osu has never given minimum ratings as far as the competitiveness of the volleyball league in Greater Accra. And so I know Osu will give Ewak Wings, both men and women, the run for their money. I don't want to if I'm pushed to the wall to predict, that game will end 3-2, 3-2 on both sides. It will not be a 3-0 game.
Okay.
Well, concerning Wings and Osu Youth, you know, in the battle of supremacy among the civilians, I would say it's a local derby because each team wants to prove that, oh, I'm the best civilian team. Unlike the professional teams that we have, such as Air Force, Immigration, these are the professional teams we have in Ghana. But if you are playing a civilian team, you are just, how do I put it? So it's going to be a tough game for Wings and Osu at the same time because Wings are preparing for the club championship, and if they don't put themselves together and they are able to play even 3-1 against Osu, you know, people will start raising eyebrows. Is it this thing that we are sending to all of what's the name? Club championship? So Wings have to put their strategies together and come out victorious.
But you are the captain. You are the captain, so
yeah, I'm throwing a challenge to my other teammates.
He's the captain.
yeah, he's the captain
For
for
our Queens.
yes.
One person alone cannot do it. Also, you guys have to back up. So that we come out victorious.
Okay.
So I also think that both teams have lost some key players.
Oh yes, yes.
I mean, Osu has lost Abu, a fantastic setter, a fantastic attacker by all standards.
Yeah.
He leaving Osu Youth is going to create a lot of problem for them.
Yeah.
But I know they have one very young, fair-colored, tall boy
Setter,
who also comes as a very fantastic setter.
yeah.
And so with that boy there, who also wants to be like Abu and move on in the near future, I know he will give Elwak Wings, Lord, the run for his money.
Okay.
I'll talk about the Air Force and Navy because Navy and Air Force, it's not a matter of which team have four.
Yes.
It's two traditional teams within the armed forces.
The fight.
In fact, it's a fight between the three bad tanks, which is the Army, which is the Navy, and our small boy Air Force. In terms of, it is Army first, Navy second, then Air Force. But like my brother was yobbing, it's not about the big or the superior or the form. Since it's tradition, Air Force will go in with everything well prepared to go and win that match. But like he said, we will not be surprised if maybe pull out a surprise out of complacency. We'll be doing it every day. So we go and we are not able to come back with results. So I'll urge efforts to go there, not to undermine or underestimate the might of the Sharks. If not, the will swallow.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that particular part, man. I love it.
Then looking at Ewak wins against Osu.
Yeah.
If you watch this like 2-3 seasons, Ewak wins Osu like 60 pounds. It's also a battle of tradition.
Yeah.
Like he said, the civilian, he said the supremacy of the civilian clubs.
Yeah.
Everybody want to claim it.
Yeah.
That if you go to Medina, they will tell you civilian they are superior. And Wakwins will also tell you, Usu will also come and yob you. But I will not be surprised if Wakwins carries the day at the end of the match. But they should watch out. You know, my colleague coach said something. I fear Army when I'm playing Osu. I fear when the small boy is setting than Abu is setting. The guy is one of the Lampard or Paul we need to watch out for. Yeah. The Osu setter, the small boy.
No, you should have said he He's the big you need to watch out for.
Yeah. Abeku, because Abeku has played a lot in volleyball as far as Ghana volleyball is concerned. So, at the end of the day, I expect Ewak wins to carry the day.
Oh yes.
Then the fire against TCL.
TCL.
TCL is morning. That's why they lost their first match. But I think they are still morning, but air has blown on the morning. So I won't be surprised if the men, TCL, will pull a surprise as against the Fire Conquest. Because they lost their first match. Fire won their first match.
Yeah.
So they will not sit down to be a walkover for the second time.
Oh yeah. So I think Fire Service has been, I don't know, but I think second round of last year's league, they've really come up well, because they play a match against IPC, and then they score IPC. I think 3-0 to something. I think.
Is it 3-0 or 3-1?
Yeah, 3-0, 3-1. And then they are really doing well. And I think last week too they won 3-2. So I think the Fire Service that we all know how they used to play now.
Fire came and picked a point from Army.
Yeah.
Last season.
Yeah. So I think they are really, really doing well, and then we are hoping for the best. But as at this week match, I think we have Ghana Navy playing Ghana Air Force. We have Calibi playing Ghana Army. And we also have Ewak Rings playing Osu Youth. And then looking at things, I think there will be a lot of expectation, especially on Ewak Rings side, because hopefully next month they'll be traveling to Libya to partake in a club championship. And then a lot of big expectation and a lot of eyes on Ewak Rings. So I'm sure definitely they will come up with a good result against Osu Youth. Definitely not taking Osu Youth out, because Osu Youth last season, if I recall, Ewak Rings lost 3-2 against Osu Youth.
They even beat Police.
Yes.
They beat Police.
And then the start of the league, Osu Youth has also beaten Ghana Police. So these are some of the things that we need to expect for this week league features. So hopefully we'll talk into details hopefully next week about the results. Okay. And then we have, before we go, we have some tournament that will be coming on. Hopefully the Zone 3, CAVB Zone 3 Club Championship that will be coming off in Ouagadougou. The tournament date is 25th May to June 1st. So that is a tournament ahead. We have a lot of teams partaking in that tournament. We have Niger, we have Ghana, we have Nigeria, we have Liberia, right? Yes, we have. So, and then we have Cote d'Ivoire. These are some of the teams opening. And as Coach Asante is here, I'm hoping to see, hopefully,
Out of the coaching staff.
not that, I'm hoping to see, hopefully, if Army will be able to partake in this tournament, because it's a Zone 3 tournament.
No, Zone 3 is not clubs.
It's not club.
No. It's country.
Country, okay.
Yes.
Okay, sure. So I'm sure definitely Ghana will partake in it. So I'm sure
It's club
it's
championship.
club. Okay, so it's
Is it different from the Libya one?
yeah, it's
The
different.
Libya one is
African
club
Club
championship, and
This one is Zone 3.
Zone 3.
CAVB Zone 3 Club Championship.
Yes. You see, I don't know how the Zone 3 came about.
Yeah.
And because I knew those days it was the club championship.
Yeah.
When you play, the league finished, and team from Ghana will go and represent the country.
The winner.
The winner of whether the league or whether knockout, or now it has become like they've given more vacancy to the extent that if you are a strong team and you have your strong back finance and you can represent the country, I know it is also causing us in some way, because if like the federation is ready, or Ghana, okay, the federation is Ghana Volleyball, so if the federation will use any means through the sports ministry to support clubs who will qualify. It will change the face of even the league. I am happy National is going to organize a league so that it won't be only Greater Accra. At the end of the day, the league will be play. Then National will bring their own. We play, pick out the best to represent Ghana. And I hope the best that National will pick will be supported financially to represent Ghana. EWAC Wings is a very strong club. Ever since they entered into the Greater Accra or even Ghana volleyball space, has caused a whole lot of surprise. Nobody knows how the team manager or the owner of the club pulls his strings to make sure day in and out or time in and out, the club participates internationally. I think they need the big support of other government or ministry or federation to be extended to the other club as well, to partake in those. But you see, in our field or in our space as volleyball, if you go for the Zone 3, it means you cannot go for the club championship. Because the finance you use, the financial difficulty you go through to get yourself moved to the Zone 3 to even partake in the Zone 3. When you come back, you cannot get the same, even quarter of that amount to support your team to go or club to go for the. So, like me, I would say if National will support the Zone 3 or the club championship, they should take one, then the clubs will finance themselves for one. Because if you go for this, you cannot go for this. I can assure you. Army went for.
I think last year, you combined.
That was some years ago. We went for the Zone 3. We won, qualified for. When we came back, we were told, like, they made us be aware that we should have waited and used the same resource to go for this one rather than. It means Zone 3, you go to Zone 3, play, win, only trophy, nothing.
By the club championship.
The club championship, if you're able to win or make up to the first 3, it means you get yourself a position to prepare for maybe World Championship or something. My plus to EWAC wins. For Army, we are not going. Air Force wanted to go, but I don't know. I can't speak for them. I don't know what happened. At the end, they couldn't make it. By Army, there is automatic no that we are not going. Maybe wait for next season
and see how things shape up.
I think when we talk of club championship in Ghana, for over the years, we see police, immigration, Army, Air Force. Those clubs are the champions. When we talk of now the security service teams are no longer going to those tournaments. I don't know the reason behind it, but I think they can put themselves together and seek for support from their paymasters. Then this can make Ghana volleyball better.
If only, you see, if we are to go like Ghana, we want to send 2 clubs to the championship. We can take from all angles, make it a 2 strong clubs with a backing finance. It is the financial aspect that is killing the club. From a police went there before. They came out with nothing. Anytime you go, like the league you are playing, if you play at the end of the league and they say, what did you bring? Not even a single volleyball to show your financiers that after the league, this is what we brought, apart from the trophy. The trophy is going to be put at one office. After that, what else? So, if the national, that's what I say, the nation should come in
Yeah.
It shouldn't be football. Because I know very well that if Asante Kotoko is going to play Champions League, they give them some money for preparation and other things. So why not volleyball?
Yeah.
So I think that it's good. I also would want to encourage corporate Ghana to come help LWAC wings as they prepare towards the club championship. I've seen the list who have put in the bid to participate, and I've seen the WAC wings as part of the participation teams for the Libya competition. I know the ladies should have gone to Nigeria. I don't know exactly what happened. And I don't even know when the Nigeria tournament is also coming on.
Yeah.
But regardless, we would want to plead. This one, we are using this medium to plead to corporate Ghana that investing in volleyball means that you have invested big into the young people of this nation and preparing them for the future. I am happy we can boast of players who have played outside the country and they are bringing good image to Ghana. Not only football. I mean, during my time of play, I played in Cote d'Ivoire, Soa Volleyball Club. Paul Akan is playing somewhere now. You have Alassane from Army playing somewhere now. And through some of these competitions that we get to sell out the nation's game called volleyball. And so I would want to plead to corporate Ghana, the likes of Goal Ghana, the likes of Shell Ghana, the likes of whichever MTN, Vodafone, everybody, kindly come on board to support LWAC wins. And then we can push the game outside there. Now for the Zone 3. It is something worth trying to participate in. And I don't want to promise, but we would want to see what comes up before the end of the month. If grace falls on us, and
definitely grace will follow in, guys.
we know that when everything goes well, Kalibi can do magic.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. If grace falls on us.
Okay. So I think Calibi, they are making waves and then they are making new things. They are shaking the waters for us. Yes. So definitely we would love to see Calibi as another civilian team that's also been making changes in the Ghana volleyball because aside from that, in the civilian side, it's EWA Queens that have been going to at least we'll have IPC and IPC too.
Yeah.
Yes. But over the years now, EWA Queens has gone through a lot of tournaments. Okay. I think EWA Queens have been one of the first civilian team that has gone to a club championship at Tunisia. That was some years ago with the ladies side. And then this year, hopefully, they are also pushing it so very hard to also go to the club championship for the men's side, the civilian team. So I think kudos to the management and kudos to the Ndoche Divine for the hard work that is putting in day out. I know it's not a lot. It comes with a lot because cost and then moving players from one side to the other side, it comes with a lot. But we hope that things become better and hopefully if we get sponsorship, we'll be able to do more. And then to the other clubs, to that also doing making big impact in the game, I want to say a very big thank you to them. Okay, so we are about to wrap up. And
I think that we should use this opportunity to commend TM Adam and his management team. I think that, you see, we might have our differences, but let us on any day applaud or commend who deserves it.
Yeah.
Adam single-handedly, with his backroom staff, have really pushed our wings to the heights that we all expect Ghana volleyball to get.
Yeah.
And so, sitting here today, and I believe that with my co-panelists, we all want to say a very big thank you to Adam for the vision and for the aspiration in pushing Ghana volleyball and these very young ones to the level he has pushed them. He has really supported the volleyball game to this level. And you see, Funnily enough, at a point in time, it was just Usu and Valco and TCL. And then IPC came in. We had a certain team at Kanishi Sports Complex who are also providing players to the security services. But for the past 3, 4, 5 years, consistently, our work wings have been very, very consistent in terms of producing very good players and supplying the security services.
Yeah.
And so, whatever work Adam is doing, we need to celebrate him.
Yeah.
He has done really well. And I think that one of the days on this show, Adam should be the icon to be celebrated.
Yes, yes.
For the past 5 years, the work he has done with Elwak Wings and where he's getting to, pushing the game to this level, and wherever he's getting the support from, we pray that God continue to grant him the grace to be able to get this to support these young people, so that tomorrow we can all say that through volleyball, these people have gotten to somewhere that they wish they can get to. I want to say thank you to Adam for a very good job now.
Yeah, like you said, Adam has been one of the instrumental when it comes to Ghana volleyball, not only to Ewak Wings, but to the national
As well.
as far as volleyball is concerned. It's not easy for even the national team to travel from here to Togo. It has never been easy for the national team. The national team. For a civilian club to go to Tunisia, spend about 14 days there, paying about $60 a day per player. The no money syndrome self will hit Ghana. So, like he said, we need to celebrate people like that so that they can give us more. It is not easy.
Yeah.
Even we, the service teams, it's not easy to cater for ourselves playing than to assemble all civilians, taking care of them, for them to play for you. Nobody finds out how he managed to do those things. I think it's a matter to be discussed one day when you bring him here for him to be celebrated and tell us some of the tricks he has been making to make it work. Then I think the Greater Accra should look up to him as one of the people to help find sponsorship and those kind of things, and even to the national level. If he can single-handedly pull out these tricks, then it means we have people.
Yes.
Volleyball is not waste. We have people who can do their job and do it better. Adam, God bless you. And we will continue to pray for you. We hope that I am doing campaign. We hope that when you are going to the Libya for the club championship, if you can add me to your luggage,
You lie.
as porter, so that I want to go and have experience in that aspect as well. But in a nutshell, a very big thank you, bro. You are doing a marvelous job. Keep it up. Okay. You are helping the needy. God bless you.
Okay. So thank you very much, Mr. Edem. I know you've helped a lot of players, and then you've changed the view of Ghana volleyball. Yeah, I don't know if maybe I came in, that was around 2016, 2017 there. Okay. I think Ewak Wings were the first club that I've seen them broadcasting a Facebook Live showing volleyball. Yeah, so you can see in us in the long run, it has brought a lot of changes to volleyball. Now we have a lot of clubs also showing volleyball also on their various channels, and then we also have other teams also like optimizing their social media channels. Like Calibi is doing so well. Kudos to them. That they are also improving. We also have Ghana Army also doing, and other clubs also adapting that style and then improving other aspects of the game. So kudos to Mr. Divine for his hard work, and then not forgetting to Mohammed SVC. There has also been one one amazing person that has also brought a change to the volleyball aspect. Because at the end of the year, you get to play a super volleyball tournament at the gym, where players are able to get volleyball highlights to showcase, and they'll be able to also sell out to other teams and also get contracts. I think he has also been a good person who has been helping the Ghana Volleyball Association as in a whole, and also helping players to also showcase their talents. And before we wrap up, I would like to know if my panelists have any few words to share with the
Yeah, I have a question to ask. Why is it that the clubs in Greater Accra Volleyball Association are on social media? I mean, their social media is active and running, but the association itself is not on social media. Why?
Another topic for discussion.
I think this question will be for another day.
Every weekend.
When they come to throw more light on the
budget and other stuff, yes.
We'll get
I
to
think
know
it
what
will
is
be a
going
good
on.
discussion for
Media work, publicity, and all that. Then we can
We'll find out
pick
from
it up
yes.
from there.
Every weekend, my team Navy is on TikTok.
Your team living.
Yes.
But you are the captain of.
Yes, I may be a captain of the team, but I'm supporting a different team somewhere. It happens, everybody has their own team.
Yes.
Coach, you have a team that you support, but you can be a coach in a different team. It happens everywhere.
I support Calibi.
Yes, and you are a part of the management for
Ewa Queen's fan.
So it's everywhere. It's everywhere. This is another topic for discussion.
Yeah, anyway.
Yes.
Okay.
And I want to appeal to our fans, the general public as well, that whatever we discuss here or we talk here, some of us are too passionate, but we are not apportioning blame or attacking anyone. It is for the good gains of our beloved volleyball. So we will continue to say or talk the truth. And whatever you say will not deter us or stop us from telling the public our mind and what we think. Most of it are what we think, not what the association thinks. Thank you.
Okay. So, guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that rounding up, my concluding statement will be that I would want to appeal to corporate Ghana first to come help support Greater Accra Volleyball, by extension Ghana Volleyball Association. We need the support. I will promise you, when you invest your money into volleyball, you will never ever regret it. It will not go waste. We promise you that. Secondly, I want to appeal to the general public. Look, tomorrow is a weekend. It's going to be a beautiful weekend. Starting from Kaukudi Volleyball Court. We entreat every young person, every old man, every old woman, every man to be at all the centers, from police headquarters, from police training school, that is Tesano, to Kaukudi, and then to all the other centers. We have Navy, Atema, all those in Tema and Tema Newtown and its environs. Let's all troop to Ghana Navy Volleyball Court, and then to support that particular game, to have experience of volleyball, to enjoy volleyball, to have fun. And then tomorrow, being Saturday, one place to be is Kaukudi. Kaukudi is around 37. When you get to 37, you just alight at the bus stop. Ask anybody that you are looking for Kaukudi. And when you get there, you will come and meet the Ghana Army. Suffer their first defeat ever. Their first defeat ever. To a club they have hosted, they have fed, they have taken care of, they have given a place to stay, and they want to say thank you to our bosses for doing that for us by beating them tomorrow. To say God bless them, that they should continue to do that for us. So tomorrow and Sunday, we are expecting all the fans in Ghana to monitor all our centers. And then we know that these games, some of these games will also be aired live on this station. And so kindly monitor it. Saturday and Sunday, be ready to see a very beautiful game both online and in person. And then we can have a very beautiful weekend for us all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, my panelists, for making it to this program. And then without you guys, we will not be here. I would like to say a big thank you guys for showing up today. And then we hope next week we'll have another exciting episode for discussion. So we're about to end the show, and I'd like to say a big thank you to everybody coming in. I'm sorry that today I'm not able to go through the comment section to read all the comments that you've brought, but we've seen some of your comments that we've also made. But hopefully next week we'll go through your comment section and then read everything that you wanted to ask or share with us. Okay, so thank you guys all for tuning in to us. But make sure to subscribe, and then make sure to share our link to other volleyball family, not only volleyball family, to anybody who likes to know much more about volleyball, anyone, because we want to also improve and then make the game better. We also want to make people watch or get to every weekend, like how we watch Premier League, we watch La Liga. We also have volleyball matches being aired live at QwesieTV. So do your best to subscribe to the channel and do your best to follow us more. Thank you guys all for tuning in, and have a lovely weekend.